Hey guys, my Vernon Kid here coming to you again. How's everybody doing out there? Welcome back to Characters Why I Liked Them, Series 2. And first of all, I'd like to apologize for everybody. I hope everybody got the post that I sent, talking about what's the fantasy fights will return. This week is pretty much Avengers week, and, the movie's coming out, and I'm really gearing up for that. So I apologize for not doing any fights lately, but they'll return. But I'm still going to kick off characters why I like them. This time around, I'm bringing you none other than my favorite of the G.I. Joe. I'm a huge G.I. Joe fan, but here's my favorite, and everybody should know this guy. Booyah! Bam! Mr. Snake Eyes. Yes, indeed. Huge fan of Snake Eyes since I first laid eyes on him in the classic show. Got his toy when I was young, and I love Snake Eyes. He's one of the original members of the G.I. Joe, key members as well. He's the ninja commando, martial arts expert, member of the Hiroshikage ninja clan. He is just so great. I love what they call him, the Silent Master. And when we are first introduced to Snake Eyes, guys, I think we all were kind of blown away at what we saw. While the other members of the Joes had their own version of themselves. They were all unique in their own way. But here comes this ninja that is on a kind of an army elite based team, but he doesn't talk. He's very silent. He doesn't talk. He uses mostly sign languages and things like that. We never see what he looks like underneath his mask at times. And he has this big main rivalry with another fellow ninja known as Storm Shadow. That blew my mind away when I first saw that. I'm like, this guy is so cool. He's got at times, he had this wolf. He had a wolf called Timber, and I'm like, wow, does this guy remind me of Ryu Hayabusa and things like that, or Shinobi, from the first game where Shadow Dancer. And we really get to start to see why he wears the mask, why he doesn't talk. Really, when they started to adapt the show from Marvel Comics to IDW and all the others, Devil Do and things like that, we get to see that because of there was a mission that gone bad, his face is badly scarred, and he kind of feels pretty much ashamed about it. He doesn't want anybody to see it. And that's why he wears the mask. We get to see other characters from the Hiroshikage, like Jinx and people like that, and get to see other members that trained Snake Eyes, like the Hard Master and all the other types of masters that were really, really cool in a way, so to speak. That was something that I've always loved about the Silent Master. IDW really does a good job with portraying Snake Eyes very well. Now, what some people might say, he's, he must be Japanese or Oriental, and sorry, he's not. Snake Eyes is actually Caucasian. He's not Oriental. He's got blonde eyes. He's got blue eyes, blonde hair. Well, at times it depends on where you're taking it from, because now he's pretty much bald. But he was always so intriguing to me, guys. I always liked that. Here's this guy who pretty much could probably take out a majority of his fellow Joes. You know how they say, Batman probably, they classify Batman, could take out pretty much members of the Justice League thanks to, Tower of Babel and things like that. It made me come off the same way about Snake Eyes. Like, if he wanted to, And if he was bad, what could he do to G.I. Joe? What he could do to the Joes. Many of the Joes are good, but they're not. To me, they're not on Snake Eye's level. Even though his wife is good, and he trained his wife. For all those who don't know, his wife is Scarlet. And even getting off of that, that's also a good. I like that relationship they have. It's shown that once again the love that they share for each other. It's more than just physical love. It's mentally as well. Like, she doesn't care for his scars or anything like that. She loves the man that he is. So that's another thing that I've always liked. But in typical of being a ninja, there's the whole mythos of ninja. They're stealth masters. They are pretty much practically invisible to the naked eye. They are trained in all types of weaponry, so Snake Eyes could use any weapon and almost feel like a master, even if you've never seen him use it. That was another thing that those are the kind of the traits that we see in terms of kind of the mythos of ninja. But with a guy without any kind of special abilities, he does come off kind of superhuman. That's something that always also intrigues me about Snake Eyes, is that he does come off kind of superhuman. And when he was first introduced by Hasbro in the toy, that was you just really like, okay, yeah, and then of course then they really got into the comic where Larry Hama was writing, and Herb Tremy was artist of it, and that was during when they first when G.I. Joe was still under the Marvel license, and that was different. But then once again, like I said, IDW took over right from where the Marvel comic ended and went into their own. And then they just been striving to keep, IDW's been striving to keep the character very fresh and new, and take a different takes on him, but still keep that essence of Snake Eyes, And animated wise, they've still kept the essence of Snake Eyes. I can never say anything bad about how animated wise they do Snake Eyes. That's none to say. He's still the same. He's pretty much still that great ninja, silent ninja that we all love and respect. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I've always loved. That's another thing. But then you go to the live action movie. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. Ray Parks as Snake Eyes couldn't be better. Was disappointed in the first movie, but I must say, Snake Eyes was the best thing in that movie. Now, with the second movie coming out, I'm more excited about this one, and to see where they take Snake Eyes now, and adding Jinx into the role and things like that. We'll see where it goes from there. But all I can say, guys, is that Snake Eyes is one of my favorite Joes. He is probably my top favorite Joes, and I think a lot of us can say that about Snake Eyes. I mean, I know we have our other favorites, but in terms of Snake Eyes, it's very much up there. It's like, man, that ninja's like, Duke is cool, but Roadblock is cool, but Scarlet's cool, but Lady J's cool, but there's something about that ninja that is just badass, and that's something that I love about it. I love Snake Eyes and a lot, and so you got to thank Hasbro. Hasbro, thank you Hasbro for creating the character, and thank you IDW and all the comic companies for expanding where Hasbro took him, and now they just flourished the character, flushed him out even more. And that's something that I always think a lot about for those companies. And I kind of went on a geek rant about him, guys. But hey, what can I say? This is a character that I like, and I kind of explained why I like him. And but other than that, guys, you tell me. You tell me what you think of Snake Eyes. You guys, I love you guys' input. I love your input. You guys speak your mind, and I want to hear it. But other than that, this is Mount Vernon Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned. As always, keep it real. I will see you again next time on Characters, Why I Like Them, Series 2. Y'all take care.